never can understand it, the ways the system plan. There's no hope, no chance, no loophole, no escape for a sufferer man. Cause every time I lift my head above water, I try to save myself from drown. There's an overnight scheme all worked out, designed to keep me down. Still I'm putting up a resistance. I'm gonna work it out. You know I'm putting up a resistance. I've gotta work it out.
So, hello, my name is, my screen name is Lioness on the Rise, and I am now coming out to talk about some very serious issues that are affecting the black family. The black family overall are in serious crisis right now. And I started off my segment with the song Putting Up a Resistance by Beres Hammond, for those of you who are from the Caribbean, and you know, not even from the Caribbean, those of you who are into reggae, I know you gotta know Beres, he's the man. So I like the song because it's always been an inspiration for me from some terrible times, some tough times, right? And you know, I'm a single parent, and I know there's plenty, the percentage of single parents out there far outweigh the ones couples that are married. So I mean, when I had last did the research, it was like 73%, and I know the number probably must be even higher now. But I mean, the topic of my show today is to really talk about single parents who managing home, work, and being a mother, trying to maintain and keep a balance and take care of their children, our children. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I think there's a serious crisis going on in the black community in a single parent family home with single mothers, and that specifically is children that I'm seeing, and I've been seeing it over the last 10 years, and it's gotten worse into now present time, and that's small children that are being left alone at the bus stop to get on the bus by themselves in the morning time, and you know, getting off the bus in the afternoon time to go home. And that's a serious problem, mothers. I know everyone has to work, I know you have to provide, but you know, I've always believed in the Most High, and if you all say that you believe in Him, and you know, you swear by Him, and you know, I'm not a Christian, and then some of you all are, and if you believe in the, you know, the God that you pray to, and you know that He can do all things, and He can you know, make things happen, you know, He can keep you wherever you are, you know, and make things, you know, open whatever door that needs to be opened to you. And but you as a mother, the first priority is you have to keep your children safe at all costs. Children are supposed to go from hand to hand. You are not supposed to leave your children or allow your child to get on a bus in the morning when they're in the ages of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. You know, that's crazy. Or you have an 11-year-old watching over a 5-year-old. I mean, you can't do that. You know, themselves are helpless. You know, they have no armor. They have no way to protect themselves. They're just helpless, innocent, and they cannot begin to protect themselves from the evil that is out here in this world. And I'm almost certain that you hear about the things that are happening, and children are being abducted every day. How can you go to work and really feel at ease in your heart that my child really got on that bus? How do you do that every day? How do you feel when you just drop them there, allow them to go there? Or worse yet, if you're too tired and you can't get up and get them to the damn bus stop, that's even terrible times worse. You know, I mean, you know, come on, ladies, you can't do that. Think about what you're doing. Think of the cost and the risk, because we're living in some detrimental times. We're living in some heinous times. People are snatching people's children. They're abducting them for sacrifices, and I know you all know all about those things. I mean, it's out there, you know, they're doing it, and then people, when you found out children end up being missing, that's what they're doing. These children are being sacrificed into these various satanic occults, you know, and you gotta, you know, you gotta look to the children. It takes a village. Moms need to work with each other, get to know each other in your community. I know, some people are so standoffish, they don't want to help each other. We don't want to help each other do anything, and we gotta stop that. We're never going to get anywhere. That's the one thing that the Most High wants us to do, and is to find a way to reconcile all of our differences, find a way to work together, to live together, to help one another. When He sees that, and we humble ourselves, and we do our best to try to take care of our children and make the ways for them, He will make the rest of the stuff happen. He will find you that job that would help you take care of your kids, if that's what you really want. I mean, that's something I had to sacrifice my whole entire, bringing up my kids up till now. I would still do it. And sometimes that sacrifice has been great. It cost me less money. But I'd rather have less money than than not have my child. Than have my child healthy, well, safe, and I know where she is at all times. And that is the attitude and the mentality that moms are supposed to take, You cannot sacrifice your child for no damn job, especially that white slave master job that you keep running to. That they will let you go at a drop of a dime, you do anything wrong. I know you all experience racism on these damn jobs. You may not talk about it, but I know you do. So, and they don't give a damn about you. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you lucky if they probably send you a bouquet of flowers, and there you go, you were out a child, and you'd have been there saying, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, And I don't want any of you all to be saying that, So, I'm just wanting to speak, this whole point of segment was really about addressing, you got to look to the children. I'm seeing here so many things are happening to children. Mothers are stressed out. You're working hard. You're trying to provide, but you cannot do it all. You have to, balance your time out and sit down and strategize. How can I do this and still be there for my children? How can I still do this to make sure that what they're being exposed to, what they're getting involved in, if they're being home alone, you leaving a more of a teenager, older sibling to overwatch the rest of the smaller ones, that might not be a good role model. They may not, the teenager ones, they need just as much guidance as the smaller ones. And they tend to get into things they shouldn't get into, we got to take hold of our children. They are the future. And if you do not take the time to do that, you're going to regret that when they become older. Then when they become adults, you want to try to beat them down. It doesn't work that way. You have to instill these things, good positive values in them now, and you need to be around to do that. You have to find a way to balance that job, to balance that life. And sometimes you may have to, sacrifice and make provisions here and there. You may have to leave that job. You may have to do whatever you have to do, but don't leave your babies alone at the bus stop. Please, this is just something I want to really have you all to sit down and think about that. While you go on that bus and go on that train or get in that car, where is your mind at? Is your mind with your child right there? Is your spirit right there standing with them and say, baby, don't talk to no strangers. Don't get into no strangers' cars. Is your spirit there with them saying that? Think about that. I want you to please think about that and stop leaving your children alone at these bus stops unless you all have some kind of arrangement with another parent that's there, happens to be there. Talk to that parent. Do you mind if you watch, make sure that my child, since both of our kids are here, I have to go to work. Be open. People are willing to help as long as you approach them the right way. And you talk to them with respect, and they and be humble in how you approach about it, and they'll be willing to help you. The Most High will make those things happen for you. You just gotta really make your children your first priority, because to me, family is the first top priority before anything. That is the most valuable thing in the world, our families, and we tend to not take that into consideration. We bicker, we fight. We don't like each other. We jealous of each other. These things and these mentalities, you all have to change, and you got to change it fast. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in a lot of trouble. We are in the last end days, the last times. The Most High is watching and checking, and you got to get it together before He gets here. And taking care of your children is going to be something you're going to have to answer for. If anything happened to your kids because of your negligence or putting that job before that child, you will answer to Him for leaving that child unattended, and you know what I'm saying, and putting that job before that child. I want you all to think long and hard about that. If y'all doing it, find a way to work it out. Talk to the fathers. I know a lot of you all would order the fathers of these children because maybe they ain't giving you no money. But listen, ladies, you know, you got to learn to work with these men. You know, if they're willing to pick the child up and drop the child off, then let them do it. At least the most important part is that the child is being cared for, and you don't have to worry about some stranger taking and running off with your child or harming your child. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's more important for that father to be in that child's life than anything emotionally. You always see what's happening in the world with our young men. They're being totally led astray. They're being totally, you know, somewhat desecrated, I say, in every form or fashion. You know, their manhood are being ripped apart to shreds. So you need to have fathers in your sons and daughters' lives. I mean, it's just important. I mean, whatever differences you all have, you've got to be adult and try to rise above it and look for the best interest of the child. I mean, that's going to, you know, save your child's life, you know, and not have that child end up in the penitentiary or, you know, doing something worse. So I just hope and pray that this message touch every mother that is out there today, because I'm a mother. I love my daughters. I live for them. I make sure that they're safe and secure. I don't want to have the one minute or 1 second if my child or my daughter is safe and did she get on that bus, you know. Nobody can take that, you know, take that feeling, you know what I'm saying, you know, make that feeling put that feeling at ease for me, but me. Because that way I know I can say, yeah, I know I saw her get on the bus, and you know, from the time I put her on the bus, I know the Most High is going to carry her to that next destination, because He knew I did my due diligence to make sure, and I left the rest to Him, because He said, do your best and He will do the rest. And if you ain't doing your best, you're not going, you know, He's not going to be able to help you out, because you're not doing the first priority is making sure your kids are safe at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting these jobs control and dictate how the safety of your family and well-being of your family, because in the end you're going to be the one that's going to lose. You're going to lose a lot. You know, so you know, most of you women, I have much respect for you all, because I know you all out there really grinding and trying to really keep it and hold it down. But you know, you just got to make sure you have your priorities in order and in line. You know what I'm saying? In alignment with what that really needs to happen. You know. So I'm sorry about that. But that's why I putting up a resistance, because you just got to do that. You know. And I'm gonna let you listen to a few minutes more of this song. You know, you mothers, you know, keep up the good work. I know you got some good mothers out here that are working hard and trying. Don't give up. Keep your faith in the Most High. Keep praying. Keep meditating and fast, you know what I'm saying? Be close to Him, and you know, give thanks to Him every day, and be thankful for all that you have. And He brought you in, He brought you out, you know, brought you home safe and kept you safe on, you know, on the highways and the byways. Say that prayer while you're in the car, wherever. Pray with your children. Make sure y'all pray in the morning before y'all leave. You know, that's something I make my daughter pray, but we wasn't praying in the morning. But that's what we're gonna do now. Pray in the morning before we leave, you know, and make sure you thank the Most High when He brings you back in, because trust me, it is Him who's keeping you every day. And everyone, please be blessed. Shalom to everyone, to my Israel family, because that's who you all are, Israelites. And I will be making more segments again, and I hope you really appreciate what I have to say today. Bless, and all peace to be unto you and everyone, and be safe, family. Please be safe.